found a photograph of Kate out shopping, Kate Middleton, and upon just glancing at it, I noticed that she really is a reptilian, and the lizard scales are very prominently featured on her legs. If you enlarge the photograph just a little bit, you'll see what I mean. You can find the photo at the Daily Mail. This is the photograph just enlarged just a little bit, and what stood out to me was the scales on her legs. And I've never seen her legs look like this ever. I just happened to catch this photograph, and I think in it maybe her human hologram was breaking down, because there's other things and her eye looks really weird. I'm going to go up the leg just a little bit here, starting with her feet. And I've done my color filter, my saturation, just a little bit of contrast. As you can see, something is going on here. These legs do not look right. A reptilian pattern is definitely emerging. It's a very obvious pattern. Very much so. Something must have been going on here at that particular moment. Those aren't human legs. I noticed there was a serpent on her neck. See the reptilian skin, see a face, you see the head of the serpent. There's the head of the serpent. Scales are beginning to show on her face. You can see them on her chin. Her mouth looks really strange. They're forming around her mouth and on her lips. Up higher on her cheek. Her mouth is losing its shape. There's a big bulge underneath it. There's something off about her eye. The pupil is no longer round. It's a straight slash in her eye. The shape of her ear is off. Way off. Her face seems to be covering up a lot of her ear, like it's morphing into her ear. This is the back of her head with the faces in her hair. Her hair seems to be alive. This is the front of her head. There's something going on around the front of her head, the top of her head. This is the top of her head. This is inside of the elbow on her left arm. You can see the scale patterns. There are scale patterns and faces on her hand. Here's her hand and fingers. Actually, she's quite grotesque. You have to catch her at the right moment. Here's her right hand. The scale patterns are emerging on her other arm. This is the elbow area of the right arm. You can see the face there. More scales coming out on her arm. She's a reptilian. And her hair looks like a coil of evil snakes. Her hair seems to be alive. Her nose is even changing shape. And look at the other eye with the slit. Here's another close-up of her reptilian scaled legs.